Hello, God bless you. My name is Emmanuel, and welcome again to the Secret Place TV. I want to use this opportunity to say a big thank you to every one of you that watch my videos. I get your text messages, I get your calls, and I do appreciate from the depth of my heart. I want to say a big thank you. I started making videos sometime last year, and by the grace of God, between last year and this year, by the hand of God, I've been able to do close to 200 videos. Close to 200 videos. Wow. I really thank God. I didn't know how it happened. So the thing is that when I feel a leading in my spirit and when God drops a word in my heart, normally I tell people God speaks to those who share what he tells them. God speaks to those who are willing to share what he tells them. I don't hide what God tells me. The only thing I don't share with people are the things that are confidential. So there are things that God tells me and he wants me not to tell anybody. So I document those ones. They are my personal encounters and history. You know, when I make history with God in the secret place, you know, like last week I did 3 days fasting, 3 days fasting. I was indoor, during my vacation. So some of the things that God told me were personal. I kept it to myself and I documented them. For 3 days I didn't eat. I was only taking water. So God revealed himself to me. He told me some things that were personal. I kept them to myself. So, but other things that God tell me, that pertain to people, I share them. When it comes to the gospel, I gossip the gospel. I like to gossip Jesus. I tell everything about Jesus. And because of that, God speaks to me very fast. And I want to, before I go into my video, I want to say this, please. If I say anything during my video that you don't believe in, we don't have to believe in the same thing. I know that you go to a different church, probably. If I say something that you don't believe in, please call me and tell me. If you feel that maybe I said something that is kind of off track, tell me, call me, let me know. I was happy when I received a call. The last video I did, a man called me and he said to me, Bro Emmanuel, I love this video, it's good, you hit so many points, but there was something you said that I didn't like. So he kind of told me and I said, thank you so much. And I appreciated that. Honestly, I'm learning. And I don't ignore the days of little beginning. So please, if there's anything I said during my video that kind of, you don't believe in it, or maybe you feel like I shouldn't have said it, please tell me. Send me a text message, find a way to let me know. Please, God bless you. And again, I said thank you for watching my videos. I know most of you probably, you are getting a lot of my videos on your phone and you are wondering, does this guy have something else to do? All he does is do videos. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I'm trying to give out what God is putting in my spirit. And today, I want to briefly tell you something. In life, there are systems and there are set systems in the spirit. God doesn't have to come down to do anything because he has already set a system in the physical realm, on the earth realm, that will manage those things. And one of those systems is the law of the principle of sowing and reaping. One of the most powerful systems on planet Earth is the law of sowing and reaping. I'm on the street, so I'm looking around. It's nighttime almost, so this is not my street. So, as I was saying, there are set systems in the spirit, and God doesn't have to always speak to you about anything. His word is there, and there are principles that he set in life that will guide us. I was reading the book of Kenneth Hagin this evening before I came out, and he said something so powerful. He said the word of God is the will of God. So you don't need to have God appear to you, an angel appear to you and give you some spectacular encounter. If you read the word of God, you see the will of God. But actually, what I want to tell you this evening is very simple. I went through the book of Genesis chapter 26 from verse 17, talking about Isaac. Isaac, the Bible says he was digging wells and the enemies were taking the wells. The enemies were possessing the wells that he was digging. In the Old Testament, those who have wells of water, they are like the rich people. You know, Isaac was so rich. He was a wealthy guy, and he was digging the wells. The enemies were taking the wells, and he was kind of letting them have it. And the Bible says he dug the last one, and they couldn't possess it. And he named it Rehoboth and said, God has created space and room for me. Later in the scripture there, God blessed Isaac. The Bible says he waxed strong, he became great, and the enemies, the Philistines, envied him. The same people possessing the wells, they began to envy him. Now, in that chapter, God was speaking to Isaac, and God said to him, I will bless you because of your father, Abraham. And I want to share this video, and I want to tell you, sometimes when you see a blessed man, you don't know the price that was paid on his head. You don't know whether his forefather or his father or somebody in his family paid a price for the person to be blessed. This video is about envy and jealousy. Stop being envious of people who are doing better than you. Find out the secret of the person's success. Find out the price that was paid. You know, there was something God did for me some time ago, and I was thinking about it, and God said to me, God spoke to me, and he said to me, I did this because there was something your father did for me. Your father fed my prophets. And I remembered when I was a kid, my father was sponsoring men of God in theological school, paying their school fees, giving them pocket money. And I remembered, I said, okay, so my father sowed the seed. Okay, my father sowed the seed. See, let me tell you something. What you make happen for others, God will make happen for you. The law of life is simple. There are systems guiding life. If you want open door, then don't shut somebody's door. Whatever you sow is what you reap. You want your children to prosper, then you have to start sowing prosperity in the life of people. You understand what I'm saying? If you are busy and you are tearing people down and you are destroying the image of people and you are finding a way to close and shut the doors of people, you are sowing a bad seed for your children. You are sowing a bad seed for your children. And one day, your children will experience closed doors and they'll be asking themselves, what is wrong? One day, your children might go through difficulty and they'll be wondering what is going on. And that is why it's important to sow good seeds in the life of people. If you see what will make somebody, if you see what is dangerous in the way of somebody, tell the person. Give out information that will help somebody. Don't hoard informations. A lot of people, I see a lot of people, the way they hoard informations. You know information that will help somebody and you don't want to share it with the person. You see a danger coming to somebody. You see something that is tragic in the way of somebody. Somebody's about to make a mistake and you don't want to tell the person. That is not good. You are sowing a bad seed. You are sowing a very bad seed. Somebody is parking behind me. Okay, being careful. So as I was saying, it's very important, please, what you make happen for others, God will make happen for you. Learn to sow good seeds in the life of people. I can sit down here and remember people who sowed good seed in my life. From my childhood, I don't forget people. I don't forget things. Sometimes I write their names. A time came that I went to my journal, where I document important things, and I started writing the names of those people one after the other. Everybody that sowed good seed in my life is documented. I have the names. I have their names written down. Now, imagine if they sowed bad seed. What I'm trying to tell you is simple. In the Bible, God spoke to Isaac and told him, I will bless you for the sake of Abraham. And later, in the book of 1 Kings, and God spoke to Solomon and said to Solomon, I will bless you because of David, for the sake of David. And Solomon became the richest man that ever lived and the wisest man that ever lived. In spite of his sin, in spite of every atrocity he committed, God still blessed him because of his father, David. Sow good seed for your children. Every day of your life, you are sowing seeds. Be careful what you say about people. Be careful the way you talk about people. Be careful the way you sow seed in people, because those seeds will germinate. The Bible says what you sow is what you reap. One day you will not be here. I will not be here. Our children will be here. Your children's children will be here. Your fourth, third, fifth generation will be here. They will reap everything you are sowing today. Sow good seed in the life of people. is very, very important. And when you see a blessed person, don't be envious and jealous of the person, because somebody sowed a seed, a good seed, on their behalf.